Today, we'll be seeing a part of data visualization, wherein we'll see how to create a performance chart. So, let us proceed. Before we start creating the chart, let me just give you an overview. How will we go? Like, how are we going to get the output after doing the chart? So, this is a performance chart, and once we enter the percentage of any particular student. Okay, so we will know where the student is lying, whether it is worst, bad, average, good, or best scores. Okay, so suppose it is 30%, then it is bad. 80% it's good. 90% is also in good. 100% best. 30% bad. So this is how we will be doing the performance chart. Let us begin with creating the chart. Initially, first what will we do is we'll take off the grid lines. We need a plain blank sheet. After that, in a column, we'll write performance score, and ahead of that, we'll write the score, any particular score for now. So I have just typed performance score over here and given 70%. Like, we can type anything, like if you want 50%, it is 50%, and then given border to it, table border. It's from home, and then we can give table border. Okay, so now we just create a chart. Like if it is 0%, then we can say the performance is worst. If it is around 30%, we can say it's bad. If it is 50%, then good. 70%. Okay, let us assume 50% to be average and 70% to be good, and 90% and above, it will be best. Okay, so this is the assumptions that we have made. If the percentage is 0%, it's going to be worst. If it is 30%, it's bad. 50 average, 70 good, 90% as best. Now we give a formula over here. Suppose this is till 10%. Next would be this score. So we should do equal to, and then select this cell plus 20%. So we'll just drag it down till 90%. Okay. So this is all that we are supposed to do. It is 10%, 30%, and yes, if we don't want that 0.0, we can also go in home and just do over here as percentage, or we can just remove that 10 from there. We get proper digits over here. Proper digits over here. Yeah. Over here, we can just give a table outline, table border to make it look more systematic. Yeah. So we have just added a table border over here. Now the next step that we need to do is we'll apply a VLOOKUP formula over here. So equal to VLOOKUP, and then we should select this, the score, whatever score we give, what we mention over here, then comma, then select this table. Okay, as we need to select the table array. Okay, then comma. And what do we need to know right now is the criteria in which the performance score is. So over here, the performance score, the criteria for the performance score is in column 2, right? In the table array, column index number will be 2. So we'll mention 2 in the VLOOKUP formula. Then comma. And then we need is approximate match. We always do exact match, but over here we need the nearest number, right? The nearest percentage. So that's the reason we'll do approximate match over here. And then enter. So now we can understand that the performance score that we have entered, okay, is in average criteria. Okay. Next, we can apply again a VLOOKUP formula. Yeah, VLOOKUP, and again select the score that we'll enter, the cell in which we'll enter the score, comma, table array. Again, this is going to be our table array. Okay. And next, what we need is we need this column. Like suppose we would have entered 49 over here as our performance score. So in which range does it fall, or what is the starting range of that criteria? So 50 is the starting range, because if we write here 59 or maybe 60, so we should understand from where is the average criteria starting. So it is starting from 50. Okay, so that's the reason we need to know this. And then we type 3 over here, comma, and then again we have to do is approximate match, that is true. Okay, and then enter. Okay, we need this in percentage. So we go in home and just do percentage over here, and we know that it is in the range of 50. Now here we have already typed 50, so we know that yes, we'll get 50 over here. As here also we can see that 50 is there. Okay, but if there's some other number, suppose 49, I guess, if I say 49, it's bad, because average will be starting from 50. Okay, so it is 49 and it comes bad. So we should understand that from where is the bad criteria getting started. Okay, so it is starting from 30% and it is 49, just 1%, and he would have got average. Okay, so that's the reason this is important to be mentioned. Okay, so let's make it again the same. Let's make it 70% for now. Yeah, okay. In the next cell, we will just write 1% over here. And in the next cell, we give a formula. Just look at the formula, what I write. It is 200% minus the sum of these two cells, and then we enter. Now this will be useful when we do the needle of the speedometer or the performance chart. Okay, so it will be useful at that time. So now we'll be creating a donut chart first. We'll be inserting a donut chart. So we'll go and insert. In insert, there are pie charts over here. So here we'll find the donut chart. In the donut chart, we right click. After right clicking, we'll find select data. Then add. Here we'll give the series. So what we need is we'll write 5 times 1. So 1, comma 1, comma 1, comma 1, comma 1, and then comma 5. This is the way how we'll split the donut chart. So let's just see how it works. Okay, so that's how we'll get the donut chart and split it in 5 parts, like 6 parts. Okay, after this, we'll right click. First, we'll select this donut particularly, not the entire chart, but the donut. And then once it gets selected in this way, we'll right click over here and go to format data series. Now in format data series, we can see angle of first slice over here. So there we should mention it to be 270 degree. Okay, so it is 270 that we need to mention for angle of first slice. Then the donut hole size, we can type 35. 35 is okay, 35 donut hole size. Then the donut explosion, let us write this as, give it as 3%. Okay, so it's done. Now we'll just select this portion of the donut chart. Okay, after selecting this portion of the donut chart, what we do is we can go to fill and then solid line and then white color. Okay, that's about border. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll just select this, go to home, and then give no fill over here. Okay, no fill. So this, we'll get this. Okay, this much part is done. After that, we can just remove these labels as we don't need it. So let's just remove the labels, the legends, chart titles, everything is removed. Okay. Now we can edit the colors as these are not finding to be more attractive or yeah, so we can just edit the colors. Okay. After selecting the first part of the donut chart, let's go into format. How is it? Format. In format, we give shape fill, dark red color, remove the outline, no outline, and in shape fill, we give a gradient over here, and the gradient could be linear left. Perfect. So the second one, we'll give a light red color over here. So again, format, shape fill, light red color, remove the outline. Again, the shape fill, we give the gradient over here. This time we give a different gradient. Maybe we can say this. Okay, so this is the gradient that we have given. Okay, and we've removed the outline. Okay, now next would be for the average part that we are giving. So let's give this orange. Yeah, orange, yellowish orange color. And then again we'll remove the outline, no outline, shape fill gradient. This time we'll give, yes, we should give this gradient. Yeah, perfect. We'll give this gradient. Then the next would be shape fill. We'll give light green color, no outline. Gradient would be, okay, this one. And the last, for the last, we would give dark green color, outline, no outline. Shape fill would be this one. Okay, so the coloring part of the donut chart is done. It's completed. Now, next, we would be inserting a pie chart. We'll right click over here and then select data. In select data, we'll click on add. Okay. For series, we'll select this range that we have already created. So this becomes our series. Then we say OK and then add. Now we need to change the chart type. So change series chart type. After right clicking, this option will be there. Change series chart type. Over here, it is series to donut. So we'll create a pie chart and then secondary axis. It will be on secondary axis and then OK. We get a pie chart over here. Then right click, We'll go to Format Data Series. Over here, angle of first slice would be 270. Okay, so after changing, so this is important, angle of first slice, you should give it as 270. Now you just select this portion of the pie chart, go to home and do no fill over here. Perfect. The second one, again you'll do the same for it. That will be no fill over here. After that, you will just select this portion of the pie chart. Okay, it's selected. Now we'll go to Format, Shape Outline, No Outline, Shape Fill. That would be solid dark black color. So it would be black color over here. After getting this, we'll insert a shape. So we'll go in Insert first, then Illustrations. Under Illustrations, we have Shapes. In Shapes, we'll see Oval. Okay, a block arc. Okay, it's called as a block arc. Then we'll just draw a block arc over here. Okay, and we'll adjust it accordingly. Okay. Now, after adjusting the block arc, the shape of the block arc, what we do is we'll first remove the outline. So we go in Shape Format and then over here Shape Outline, No Outline. Then color, it will be black color that we'll give. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it is black color that we have given. We'll insert text box right now. So in Insert, we have an option of text. So text box. Suppose I just create a text box over here and we write it as worst. Okay, so what we do now is we'll just copy paste this. Okay, now it will get copied and pasted. Okay, how much do we need is 5, right? Because we have here 5 criterias. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First one, let it be as worst. Second one, we'll make it as bad. We'll keep it in caps. Worst, bad, average, good, and then best. Okay, so we'll just drag it one by one and place it to the respective position. So let this be as worst for dark red color and we'll adjust it accordingly. I'll just zoom a bit for now. Okay, we'll adjust it. let's get this in the center. Similarly, we'll get all of these to their respective positions. So this is bad will be over here after worst. So let's place bad over here. We need not worry for the positions now. We'll do the adjustment accordingly. Average. Good. Okay, and then best. It's over here. Okay. After adjusting the text box, we can just adjust or give a different color to the background color of the text box. So if we select the text box, we go to home. If we select black here, let us give white color to the text. Okay, we give white color to the text. Okay. Similarly over here, we give white color to the text and black color, the background color. Okay, so we do the same for the rest of the text boxes. It will look this way right now. What we need to do more is we need to remove the outline over here. So if we go and select the text box, we get shape format. In shape format, we have shape outline and we select no outline over here, and that's how we'll remove all the outlines from the text boxes. So similarly, we do the same for all of the text boxes that are present here. So this is how our image will look after removing the borders or the outline of the text boxes. We can also remove the outline of this particular chart. It's after selecting the chart, we can go to shape outline and then select no outline. So we want to be able to see this outline right now. Now we'll insert a shape. So let's go to insert, illustrations, shapes, and then oval. We'll select the oval shape over here and let's take it this much. Okay. The first thing that we'll do is we'll remove the border. So after selecting the shape, okay, we go to format, shape format, shape outline, and then no outline. Okay, the color that we'll give over here is black, and the shape effect would be this. Preset 3 is the shape effect that we'll give. Okay, you can give any shape effect, whatever you wish to. So preset 3 is the shape effect that we give, and then we drag it and place it over here. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, perfect. Now what we are supposed to do is we need to create smileys. For that, we'll see how we'll create the smileys now. Let's first zoom out. Over here, we'll write few alphabets. Suppose in capital, it's L. We'll give L for worst, L for bad, K for average, G for good, G for, sorry, not G, we'll give J, J, J. Okay, now you'll be thinking, why have I given such alphabets, assigned such alphabets? Okay, so let's see the magic now. First we'll select it and we'll go to home. Over here, we'll type wingdings. Okay, it is wingdings. Okay, so after selecting enter, we get a smiley over here. Okay, so we will just do format. We'll select on format painting and then we'll give the same format to the rest of the cells. Okay, yeah, we got it. So that's how we get smileys. Now you can see the smileys. Okay, we can see the smileys now. For worst, bad, it is the same. Average, it changes. For good, it's a smiling one. And again, the same for the best. Okay. So after doing this, we can give conditional formatting now. So we first select all of this. Okay, no. Before this, before giving conditional formatting, we need to give a VLOOKUP function over here. We'll add a VLOOKUP function over here, wherein, okay, we have to type the code. So the syntax is equal to VLOOKUP, open bracket. Then we'll select the cell wherein we are going to input, or we are going to type the percentage, whatever the percentage is. Then we go back to the formula. We have to select the table array now. So we'll select this entire table, comma, and then we need these smileys over here. Okay, so we'll give the column index number as 4, comma, and then we need exact match over here. So exact match, that is false, and then enter. So we get J over here. Again, we are supposed to give wingdings over here. The font has to be wingdings to get the smileys. Okay, so we got the smiley. Okay, after getting the smiley over here, what we'll do is we'll give conditional formatting to this particular cell. Okay, so how do we go forward for conditional formatting? In home tab, we'll have this option of conditional formatting. Okay, then we'll select new rule. In new rule, we'll go format only cells that contain. Okay, after selecting this, the second option, we'll go to between. Okay, so here we have to select equal to. Okay, after selecting equal to, now what are the three alphabets that we have mentioned is L, K and J. So first we'll write L, and the L, it stands for worst, right? So the formatting part, we'll give red color. Okay, we'll give red color over here. We'll make it bold, and then let's say okay. Okay, and then we click OK. So as we don't have worst over here, or we don't have worst or bad, so it won't be changed to red. Now what do we have is we have good and best over here, right? So before good and best, we have average. So we'll give the conditional formatting for average. So going again back to home, conditional formatting, we'll go to manage rules. In manage rules, we already have this rule with us. Now we'll do new rule. In new rule, again the same, format only cells that contain. Here we'll select equal to. Okay, after selecting equal to, now we have already assigned for L. Now we'll assign for K. For K, the formatting part, we'll give it a yellow color over here. Say yeah, yellowish orange color, and then let's make it bold, and then okay. So now we are done for L and K. Now next is J. So let's say okay over here, and again new rule, format only cells that contain equal to, and then we'll type J over here, and then go to format. In format, we'll select green color as it is good or best, right? So for that, we'll select green color, make it bold, and then okay. So we are done with formatting. So these are the three colors. For worst and bad, it will be red. For average, it will be yellow. And for good and best, it will be green. So we'll say okay. Now it is green color. That means it must be in good or best. So what is the percentage that we have mentioned over here is 70, right? 70 is the performance score. So hence 70 lies in good. So that's why it will be in green color. Now the next step, what are we supposed to do is, we'll copy this and then go to paste special. In paste special, we'll select this option for linked picture. Okay, so we get a copy of this picture. So we'll just drag it and get it over here. We can make it little bigger in size. Okay, so we are almost done. Now if we type any particular score, suppose we type is 20%, it is worst. If we type 50%, it's average. If we type 90%, it's best. So that's how we have created our performance chart. We can also call it as a speedometer. Okay, so for a better view, we can just make the font color of this as white, as we need not know other people what we have done. It is just to make the visualization more appropriate, more good. So we'll just change the font color to be as white, and here we'll do the no border. We'll select no border. Okay, so all that we have right now is the performance code that we'll enter over here. Now it's 90%, we can type it as 50%, it will change accordingly. So it looks more clean and proper, right? So that's it. Okay, so thank you. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe it. Thank you.